Hi everyone, I'm Stefanie Marrone. Today I want to talk about a few things that you can do to build your brand that will also lead to new business, new relationships, and publicity for yourself. So one of the things that's really important to think about is the fact that when we do things that we like to do, we do them better, right? So if you don't like to write, you absolutely should not write articles. And if you don't like to public speak, you should not public speak. We should only do things that actually we like to do, because then we tend to excel at them, okay? So if somebody says to you, well, I really want you to speak at X conference, and you just do not like to do that, don't do it. Say no. Focus on the things that you like to do, because you will be better at them. And that is just my rule of thumb. The other thing is, put yourself forward for some things, because opportunities don't just come to us. Sometimes they do, but they don't just fall in our laps. Sometimes I am asked to speak at conferences, but other times I have to actually put myself forward, either by emailing somebody and saying, I'd love to speak at X conference. Sometimes it's also me submitting to speak. I have a number of synopses of topics on which I can speak, and I will find out when the due dates are for certain conferences and put myself forward, and also buddy up with someone in the industry. And that's something I've done for years. And so don't assume that these opportunities just magically fall in people's laps, or that people get asked to speak at conferences and events because they're the best at what they do, because that is not necessarily the case at all. Put yourself forward. What's the worst that can happen? And also, if you see somebody who is the program head at another firm or is consistently involved, ask them how you can become involved. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of effort on your part and a little bit of due diligence, just like we do due diligence on a lot of other things. We have to make time for the things we want. So put yourself forward for these things, because you never know what's the worst that can happen. We hear no. Sometimes then, you know what we can do? Start our own conference, create our own webinar. Our law firms can help us do that. We can apply for CLE or not. Not every client needs CLE or requires that sort of thing. So put on your own program. I did that. I started my own Women Who Wow program at one point. So don't think that you have to wait for someone else to ask you. Take the initiative and do it yourself. Good things come to those who actually take action. And for those of us who think we don't have the time to do it, yeah, we don't have the time to do it, but we got to make the time to do it, because business development is really important in good times, especially in bad times. So I hope this is helpful. Follow me at the social media butterflyblog.com for more tips. And also, of course, on LinkedIn, where you can click the bell on my profile to be alerted when I post an update.